Hello once again, everyone. Greg Akagi coming to you from Hong Kong as we give you one of our final China video updates, and they have been presented by Kansas Corn as well as the Kansas Soybean Commission and Kansas Farm Bureau as well. Greg Krissek, CEO of Kansas Corn, who has joined us on the trip throughout the entire time, is joining us once again, and it's over. We have made it through China and landed in Hong Kong, and then we're soon headed home.
Packing up tomorrow morning to head for home, and I know the audience may know a little bit of it, but for you it was quite the adventure getting here. But once you did, hopefully it's been a good experience, and hopefully our trip home tomorrow will be uneventful.
Well, I want to focus on the last 2 days of the trip, which meant from Guangzhou into Hong Kong. Let's go back to Monday, Greg, and as we mentioned in an earlier video update, we're supposed to visit Bunge's crushing facility, but as it was the case, quote unquote, it ceased to exist according to the officials that talked to us, or at least talked to Tom Brand and others. But we got two very interesting visits as we made our way to Hong Kong.
Yep, can't verify where that Bunge plant went, but as we drove into that area, and it was explained to us that we really were in the Pearl River estuary drainage area, and there was a significant amount of ag processing in the area. And so we visited a soybean crush facility, which appeared to be much larger than facilities that I've seen in the Midwest in the U.S. And so I had a good visit there.
That second facility as well, just hearing on the number of soybeans that they crush, but also their plans, alternate plans, should a tariff be put in place on what they plan to do if that's going to be the case.
That's right, Greg. That visit, the next visit yesterday, and our presentations today, my takeaway certainly was these tariffs are going to hurt U.S. agriculture. Our ability to export to China will be significantly impacted by these tariffs.
Which we go into what we had today, and that was briefings from agriculture officials, U.S. ag officials based here in Hong Kong. Not great news as far as what the potential may be, or the damage that has been done, and potentially the damage that could be done.
Right. We had some interesting presentations here for us Tuesday morning in Hong Kong, including the Consul General and the director of our Ag Trade Office in Hong Kong, which is under separate rules. So it was fascinating to learn about Hong Kong's trade, both imports and exports. And frankly, yesterday when we drove in, I think we all in the bus were just in awe of the port facility here in Hong Kong. But then the rest of the presentations this morning were from several of the cooperators related to U.S. Meat Export Federation, USAPEC on the poultry and egg side, and they were just able to run through the impact of tariffs. And of course, very interesting to us is the impact on potential opportunities for beef, but also the existing pork and pork tariffs, and how dramatically it puts the U.S. product at an uncompetitive position when these tariffs come on.
We also heard from U.S. Wheat Associates, and probably one of the biggest examples that Jeff Coey with U.S. Wheat Associates gave is there have been no exports to China of U.S. wheat since March.
Right. The message was pretty much that the door's shut under the current rules.
When we get back to the States, which will be probably late Wednesday night, so actually we're probably going to celebrate the 4th of July twice here in Hong Kong, and what little time we have left by the time we reach Kansas City.
It is one of those interesting things as you head back east to get home. We will cross the international date line, and we'll have a July 4th breakfast, and then fly for about 12-13 hours on the first flight, and then by the time we do get to Kansas City, we might just be in time to see the fireworks as we fly into KCI.
Our reports have been presented by Kansas Corn, as well as Kansas Farm Bureau and the Kansas Soybean Commission. We will have one more report, kind of a comprehensive report, as to what we both saw during this trip as well. Greg, it's been a pleasure. Thanks.
It's been good to spend the time with you, Greg. Thanks.
Greg Krissek, CEO of Kansas Corn, joins us on our China video update. And of course, you can see that on our website at kansasagnetwork.com, on Facebook as well. Just type in Kansas Ag Network or kscorn.com. Thank you for joining us.